Hey everyone, it's Yandia here, Dream Manifestation Specialist. And today I'm going to share with you 35 plus years of manifestation knowledge in 20 minutes. Okay, so looking back, I can see exactly how I got to where I am today. Currently, I live on my dream property with my dream children and my dream husband. Now, here's the thing. It was not as easy to get here as maybe some people think it was. But I can look back and I could see exactly how I was able to manifest the life that I have. Some things I didn't manifest and I could see why, and some things I did manifest and I could understand why. Ever since about the age of 5 years old, I had determined within myself that when I was old enough, I was going to have lots of animals and I would live in nature and I would have lots of children and I would have a husband that would be like a best friend. I knew this ever since I was about 5 years old. I would observe my family and I saw the things I liked and I saw the things that I didn't like. And this is literally such a big part of manifestation that people don't often speak about, right? It's the way that we form our subconscious beliefs. And so from such a young age, I was making conclusions about life. I was deciding that having animals as part of your family is a good thing. Not having animals as part of your family is a bad thing. Working for somebody else is a bad thing. Working for yourself is a good thing. I was making all of these decisions about life and forming all of these beliefs ever since I was a young girl. And so I could remember when I left St. Lucia and I came up to Canada, I still had all of those desires within me. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew that that was what I wanted for my life. So anytime someone would ask me, like, what's your dream? I would always confess. My dream is to have a farm. I am going to have a farm one day with lots of animals. I am going to have lots of children. I am going to. So I have been saying this, and right now I'm 42 years old. I have been saying this for a very, very long time. It never changed. I never changed to, I want to have a condo in New York. I don't know. I never said anything different. I always said the same thing over and over. And it did not matter what happened in my life. It didn't matter if I was going through a breakup. It didn't matter if I was losing a job. It didn't matter if my numbers, weren't looking right in my bank account. I always said the same thing over and over and over. Every job that I started, every project that I started, every venture that I took on, the goal was to get enough money to be able to purchase a farm and to give my children the sort of life that I wanted them to have. This is a life I'd been envisioning since I was a little girl for my family. Now, I've mentioned already your subconscious beliefs. I've mentioned already declaring constantly that thing, having nothing else, no outside influences changing your desire. So we have the first one, creating subconscious beliefs and seeing where you have subconscious beliefs that are not aligned with what you want to manifest. Also, declaring only the thing that you want, never the thing that you don't want, only declaring the thing that you want and having that desire within yourself. The next one is visualization. I would visualize very often myself riding a horse or myself, being in a big garden, right? I would imagine my children running across a field, like all of these sort of things I would do. In 2020, I moved to this property. I finally was able to manifest my dream. And I'm going to give you a quick little story about how it happened. So I had been saying forever, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I'm working towards. I ended up meeting this young man, and we had actually met back in 2013. We were not even aware that we had met each other. It was online. a work opportunity. So we didn't see each other, but we were part of the same training group. Anyways, years passed. I met him first in 2013 on this training program. And then years passed. And then finally, I ended up doing an Instagram live. And somebody came on the Instagram live. When he came on, I felt this immense energy around me. I said, oh, it's like I'm feeling angels, like my ancestors, like God, whatever, Holy Spirit. I could feel this energy all around me. And I knew that there was something amazing happening. And so it was only one person on my live, this one guy who I didn't even know. And so I said to him, you know what? We have to connect because I could feel very high energy around me. And he said, I could feel it too. And so we decided that we would be in touch and we would connect one day. The next day, I went to a program downtown. It was some event or whatever that a friend of mine was putting on, and I was running late. But anyways, I got into the room where the program was, and I saw there was a table, and I just wanted to get into a seat because I was already behind time. And there was one seat that was empty, so I just kind of shifted into that seat. And then someone beside me spoke and said, wow, I didn't think we'd be meeting that soon. And I was like, hi, who are you? And he said, I'm the guy from your live last night. So I thought to myself, what? This is so crazy. Like, how am I at this event that I wasn't even going to go to? I end up going to it, and this is the seat that's empty, and it's beside this guy. Anyhow, I didn't know what he looked like because I couldn't see him on my live, right? So, but he was seeing me, so he knew it was me. And then I said, okay, this is obviously something is going on here. Let us meet. So I gave him the information to come to my office. When he came to my office, he says to me, what were you doing in 2013? I thought, 2013? I don't know what I was doing. And he opened up his phone and he said, I knew you from somewhere. I checked all my phones. I checked this, I checked that for your number. I couldn't get it. And then I went into my email and I checked my past emails. And then there you were. Happened that when we were in our training for that job back in 2013, I had given him a video. So I had emailed him a video of when I had a band, right? Big Up Higher Movement. Okay. When I had a band, and I had sent him one of our YouTube videos. Anyhow, what ended up happening is that he looked back and said, I knew this girl's name, Yandia. And I said, well, you know what? That's crazy. I didn't know him by the name that he had gone by then. So we knew that something, kind of miraculous was happening. And I said, what is it that you want to do? And he said to me, I want to be a farmer. And I said, really? A farmer? He's like, yeah, I want to do farming and whatever. And I said, okay, that's strange because my dream is to have this farm, but it's not only going to be used as a farm, it's going to be used as a healing center. It's going to be used as this, as that. I gave him the whole breakdown. And Spirit said to me, show him your book. And I said, show him my book. That's my private information, right? I had this book that I was guided to create. And this book had all of my dreams, like my images of, what it is that I was going to manifest. It was like, instead of a vision board, it was like my vision book, right? And I carried it in my purse so that I would look at it all the time. I would open it up and I would look at what I wanted to manifest all the time. So how I ended up getting this book is like 3 months before that time, for a 3-month straight time, I would go into meditation. And when I would go into meditation, I would go to this place and I would see this place, the dream place. And it was happening over and over. Every time I would go into meditation and I walked the entire property, I saw things, I saw the structures, I saw animals, I saw this, I saw that. Anyways, Spirit says to me, I want you to get pictures of everything that I've shown you, and I want you to put it into this book. So I did that. I went online and I got pictures that looked very similar to what I had seen in the visions, and I put them in this book. And this is the book that Spirit said to me, show it to him. So I opened up the book and I showed him the images. Okay. He was like, wow, that's great. I said, yeah, this is why I'm working so hard to build this place, to get this place, to manifest this place. And he was like, I said, I never show this to anybody. So you're really privileged for some reason, Most High wants me to show you this. So I did. And he joined me in business and I helped him do some stuff. And And then so this was in 2018, actually, that we ended up connecting and he came to my office. So now, fast forward, years pass, he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. Before he contacted me that same week, I was getting messages from Spirit saying, you gotta leave, and you gotta go into the country, leave the city, go to the country. So I said, how am I supposed to leave, And anyhow, this guy contacted me and he said, hey, what's up? He calls me Yan Yan. He says, Yan Yan, what's going on? How are you? I'm like, I'm good. What's up? What are you doing? And he said, tell me about your vision. I said, which vision? He says, the one with the horses and all of the different things that you showed me in your book. And I said, oh, the vision. Okay. So I said, yeah, yeah. So I went through the whole, everything I had in there, the healing center and this and that, and the place for the children without parents, and everything. And so he said, I want to take you somewhere. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, I want to take you somewhere. It's not far from where you live now, but it's out in the country. So I already knew that Most High was up to something. But I said, okay, whatever. He's going to bring me to this place. So we said, we'll meet. I think that was Thursday. So he said, on Sunday, I'll give you the address. Come meet me there. So I went to meet him. And as soon as I turned onto the street, it was like I was getting deja vus. Like I've been on this street. I've seen this street. I've walked the street. And I got to the top of the driveway and Spirit said, this is your home. And I stopped and I said, no, there's no way. And I don't want to go down this driveway. I don't know what's happened. I said, Most High, you got to talk to me. You got to give me something else because I don't just want to go down this driveway. I have no idea who's like, why are you telling me this? Don't be telling me this, right? And so my son at the back, he just came out of his seat and he said, Mom, is this our new home? Now, why would he say that? The thing about this little son of mine is that he had been waking up with me for the 3 months period that I was waking up and doing my meditations. He would wake up and he would just meditate with me and fall asleep. And Spirit would say, don't wake him up. I knew that he was experiencing the same thing I was experiencing. And so when we got to this area, he already knew that that was our home because he had been visiting that place with me in the times when we'd go and we'd meditate. So he would be having the vision too. And Spirit would always say, leave him, do not wake him up out of the vision. So I would leave him. So when he did that, I said, oh my gosh, I know I'm not just having, unnecessary deja vus. I'm having this because I have been here before. So I went down the driveway and okay, I'm going to make the long story short. See, I love the story so much because it's my life, and it just gives glory to this power that Most High has given us to manifest our dream life. And I live it every single day. So came down the driveway and, long story short is that I ended up meeting my husband. So he is the one who owns the place that I now live. Now, the funny thing about it is that my husband and I met when I was 14, and Spirit woke me up that day when I was 14 years old and said, go outside and you'll see a boy. And I went outside very happily. I woke up my cousin, whatever. We went outside and I was never in this area. It's just a whole different city. And I saw this boy and I felt very weird when I saw him. I felt very like naked because it felt like he was seeing right through me. And then I went to the store and there were no more boys. I came back, that boy was gone and there were no more boys. He's the only boy I saw. So when fast forward now to being 37 years old, meeting my husband, and he says to me, don't you remember me? And I said, you seem very familiar. And he said, I saw you when you were 14 years old in this town. And immediately when he said that, I knew who he was. I knew that this was the boy that I had seen when Spirit told me, wake up and you'll see a boy. And it's amazing that from the time I was younger, I had this exact image in my mind. I knew that I wanted to be married to my best friend. I knew that I wanted to have a large amount of children. I knew that I wanted to be on a property exactly like this. And, my friend who is the one who brought me to here, when he came around and he saw us talking, he was just like, it seems like you guys already like know each other, you know what I mean? And he had no idea that the reason why Most High had brought him and I together was to be able to unite me with my husband and to bring me to the place that I had been dreaming of my whole entire life. My husband had been waiting for me. I had been looking for him. We've been looking for each other, and life happened along the way, right? So, what I've learned about manifestation is that it will happen if you do not give up on it. One day, maybe I'll give more information about all the things that have happened in between my life. But the thing about it is that to manifest, you don't need money. Because I was going about like, I'm saving up as much as I can to get this place, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And that wasn't what I was supposed to do. And I did it and I learned from it. But what I was supposed to do is to hold the vision, keep my beliefs in alignment, never stop confessing what it is I know that I am lined up for, that it is that I am desiring, and follow the leading of the Spirit. When Spirit tells you do this, you do it. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. The Spirit tells you, like Spirit said, show this boy your personal book. And I showed this man my book. It was very private. I showed him my book. And because I showed him my book, when he came to the property, he literally said, this is Yandia's vision. And he contacted me to come to see the place that matched with what he saw in my book. It was miraculous to him. So in bringing me to the place, he literally brought me right to the place that God had been showing me, which was my vision. And I talk about manifestation. It is way easier to manifest the things that are in the will of Spirit for you. And I talk so much about manifesting your dream life. I'm not talking about the life, your dream life that's coming from all of your fears and all of your insecurities and your feelings of unworthiness. And I'm talking about the dream that is within you, that Spirit has put inside of you. That's the dream life. That's the life you want to manifest. That's the life that's going to touch other lives and continue to expand and grow and be more than you could ever think or ask for. So, in my 35 plus years, I have learned that if you want to manifest something, you have to hold the vision, you have to hold it, you have to not give up on it, you have to keep persisting in the right attitude, having always that desire for that thing, never speaking against it, always, confirming what you say over and over, always confessing what it is that you want, and having an openness and a willingness to follow exactly whatever it is that Spirit will say to you to do, you should do. And so that is honestly, oh, and did I mention visualization? Visualization is big. Meditating on that thing day and night, is big. It's your vision, and Spirit has put it inside of you, and it's a good vision. It's a good thing. So don't let go of it and keep on keeping on, okay? Now, I hope that was helpful to you. If you have more questions or comments, or you want me to expand on something that I've shared in this video, please comment below. Please like this video if you do, and subscribe to this channel. It helps me to keep on making more videos because I know that you're enjoying it. And also, consider sharing it with somebody else if you think it will be beneficial. As always, it is my joy to help you manifest your dream life and highest self. For more content, click on this video right here, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.